slow, I'm driving slow. Someone picked up the tarp. Did you pick up the tarp? No tarp on the side of the road anymore? How's everyone doing? It's Friday morning. We're on 340 East. Headed over to 270. We're going to see how our Friday morning commute is. It says 34 minutes to Shady Grove Metro. Right, 34 minutes. That means we're going to be there at 9:01. Alrighty, we'll see. We'll see. We're crossing our fingers. Alright, time to speed up. Pay attention. What do you want to talk about today? I was thinking about telling you a story. A story. But I can't decide what story to tell you. Make one up. Let's make up a story. Alright. I have an idea. Usually I don't have a plot idea ahead in advance. I just kind of go with it, but I think I do have a plot idea. Once upon a time, there was an Uthaka. Do you know what an Uthaka is? Oh, an Uthaka is like a big container of eggs. It could be from a cockroach. Lovely idea. Could be from a praying mantis. Okay. So this is like a repository of eggs wrapped up, protected. Once upon a time there was an Uthaka, and it was attached to a little green branch on a little green bush, surrounded by other bushes, in front of a house. And the sun came up and it warmed up the Uthaka, and it was time. I see a school bus, but you can't see it. It was time for it to hatch. The sun was warming it. Little creatures started crawling out of it. What were these strange, bug-eyed, triangle-head looking things that were so frail and tiny? They were probably about almost an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe a couple centimeters long. And these little creatures, they were praying mantises. And all these little praying mantises were coming out, trying to dry out their bodies, stretch, hanging on to the leaves and the branches in the morning sun. It was lovely. It wasn't a hot day. It was a nice spring day. A little bit cool, but that sun made all the difference. School bus! And they were enjoying that sun. And the breeze blew, and some of them fell on the ground and clambered and climbed around to climb up somewhere. Some hung onto the branch or the leaves. And there was one in particular. Actually, there's two in particular. But from this Uthaka, there's one in particular we want to focus on. And her name was Bernadette. Bernadette was a sweet little praying mantis. She was so frail and tiny. But you know what? A fruit fly came by and she snatched it up with her little praying mantis front limbs. She grabbed it with what looks like her little hands, and her little prickly hands held onto that fruit fly. It couldn't escape, and she took her nice mandibles and opened them up and started chomping on that fruit fly. And she knew instinctively to start with the head. If you can, you start with the head, then it stops wiggling and it becomes easier to eat. And we're going to move into lane Team LK. Oh, there's an Amazon truck. Fuck Amazon. Oops, I just cursed. Okay. Fuck Elon Musk too. Fuck Google. Yeah. Fuck Facebook while you're at it. Okay. Anyway, so Bernadette continued on this way at night, in the evening actually, when sun started to go down and the light changed. It kind of became that golden hour. She would hide. She would go under a little leaf or little branch. She would hide and sleep for the night. And during the day, if any creature came close that looked like it might eat her, like a bird or a spider or a bigger praying mantis, maybe even one of her siblings, she would sway, and she would look like a little tiny leaf, twig, piece of plant swaying in the wind, and it would trick her predators. So she survived. She kept eating and growing and eating and growing, and why, my goodness, she was a Chinese praying mantis, and she got really big. Now, Bernadette was healthy and strong and eating a lot of bugs. Some of her favorites were flies, and she also occasionally had a caterpillar here and there. Oh, those were so yummy and full of yummy fat. She loved chomping them up and getting all that oozy fat out of them. And then, one day, she spotted another praying mantis. This other praying mantis was not as large as she was. Smaller, but looked strong and healthy. And she kind of looked askance at him. And his name was McBale. And McBale was a strong young male Chinese praying mantis. And he came closer, and he swayed, and he strutted. And Bernadette thought, interesting. She thought, interessante. And he came closer and closer. And she started to sway, and he started to sway. And next thing you knew, in insect time, I'll speed it up a little, they actually got together. School bus! They got together. And of course, they mated. And once they had mated and he knew that she would bear many children, and they were both happy that they were able to complete this before it got cold again, and they died. For when winter came and there was frost and snow, there was nowhere for them to hide, and these poor little cold-blooded creatures wouldn't survive. So they needed to mate and bear offspring before winter came, which means their lifespan was less than a year. I'd call it about 8 months. And that was the only way they could truly carry on, was to have offspring. And after they had completed this act, she was fortunate, for she had just eaten a daddy longleg. A lot of people think daddy longlegs are spiders, but they're actually not. But we won't get into that right now. Anyway, she had just eaten a daddy longleg, and she was actually quite satisfied. And McBale started to strut around in front of her and strut. And he put his head under her own head. He put his head... I'm going to have to move over here because this sucks, and I'm going to piss off the guy back here, but you know what? I'm sorry, I just gotta go. Anyway, and he kind of nudged her school bus mandibles with his own head right up back between his eyes. And she wondered, and she said, "What are you doing? Why are you sticking your head in my face? Is this some kind of like after snuggle?" And McBale said, "Oh, Bernadette, why no? I know that soon days will be shorter, the nights will be colder, and we won't be here. In fact, I'm exhausted. All that lovemaking, I just don't know how much longer I can last. I might not even last through the night. I'm exhausted. And if I die tonight or tomorrow, I want to know that my children, our children, I want to know that there's so many of them, because I saw my siblings get eaten by other predators, others praying mantises, spiders, birds. Not many of them made it. We're so fortunate to have made it. And I'm afraid that if you only have 50 eggs, not enough of them will survive to carry on for us, to remember us, to live out free, eating bugs. Eating bugs, what an important job. That's the most important job. Humans have no idea how important we are. And when they do think of us, they just think we're like weird looking. And they kind of resent the fact that we evolved from predatory cockroaches. And they like spiders. Spiders get all the street cred. It's just not fair. We eat bugs too. Forget about the frogs and the bats. Come on now, we're so important. We get down in the bushes where none of them do, except for spiders. And well, we're not venomous like spiders. I don't get it. And Bernadette said, do you have a point to your story here? I'm sleepy. I want to take a nap now. But Bernadette, you can't take a nap now. I am proposing that you eat me. What? Said Bernadette. Why would I eat you? I just ate a daddy long leg. We just made it. I'm tired. I just really need to take a nap. But Bernadette, you don't understand. If you eat me, you will have more strength, fortification. You'll have food. You'll have the ability to lay 50% more eggs if you eat me. And then I know, because I'm going to die anyway. I need you to eat me to be strong enough to have like 75 babies at least. Please. And Bernadette looked at him and said, you have a point. I think I do have a little bit of room. Maybe I could eat part of you. And save the rest for tomorrow. And he said, Bernadette, if you would please do the honor of doing as we all know to do, and start with my head and eat my head first, then I will not feel any more pain, and you can take your time as long as you want to eat the rest of me. And may you please lay the most beautiful Uthaka with so many little compartments, with so many little eggs, that no matter what happens to them, there'll be many that survive to carry on, to continue our important job. And Bernadette said, you know what, McBail? I like you. I'm glad we met. I'm glad we made it. And I appreciate your sacrifice. I really appreciate having spent this time with you. Thank you for caring so much about the future, about our young. It's been a pleasure. And they looked each other in the eyes, and McBail smiled, and Bernadette smiled, and she started to open her mandibles, and McBail said to her, he looked her in the eye and he winked, and he said, I love you, babe. Bon appetit. The end. Oh, that's the end of the story, but there is a little side note that luckily Bernadette went on to lay the most beautiful Utica that had ever been seen on a little branch underneath a really big leaf to protect it from the rain. And guess how many little baby praying mantises came out of that Utica the next spring? 79 little tiny babies, all so beautiful and gorgeous. Lovely. I don't know if I should be getting in this lane. It might be a mistake. Yeah, it is. So, the moral of the story is sometimes, school bus, what looks like a really big sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice, is indeed just good planning for the future. And that is our story for today. I hope you appreciate this story that is educational and based on scientific evidence and fact. And I hope you appreciate that although these little creatures may look like aliens, they do have a very important job indeed, keeping down on other species, other little critters that we don't want too many of. Predators' jobs are very important to weed out the weaker, the slower, the frail, the infirm, and be sure the other species are thriving and healthy and that everyone's numbers balance out. So next time you think about a female praying mantis or a black widow spider, which actually the black widows don't really do that often, but just remember that those males, they understand how this works. It is not only programmed in the female to eat him, but it is programmed into him to be eaten. Because the ones that do get eaten are more likely to have more and healthier offspring. Therefore, it is more likely that the offspring will have that same trait. So, just understand that it's not terrible, it's not gruesome, it's not brutal. It's just a way to improve the future of the species. Because it's true, not all of them make it to adulthood. All right, shall we move on? Shall we move on? That other lane has a lot of brake lights, so I'm just going to stay behind this dump truck. I hope you enjoyed our story today. If you want to make any little comments, if you want to tell me what you'd like to hear about, where you want me to drive, I will be open to all suggestions. All right, here it says 16 minutes. Okay, so we're still kind of on schedule. Might be like a minute behind. Okay, this lane is definitely much better. Oh, I'm sleepy now. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get the show on the road. Go, Mr. Dump Truck. We'll be getting our extra lane in a moment here. Gotta go over another hill. I'm kind of tempted to move back over. Yeah, I think I'll move back over. strawberries, milk, vanilla extract, anise extract, and a few dashes of cardamom. And it is delicioso. So good. It's just a little bit, but it's yummy. Those fresh strawberries make a strawberry milkshake delicious. Okay, now I'm not going fast enough for this guy. I might need to move over. Get out of the way. Oh, he's getting out of my way. Maybe I should have passed that car first. That's alright. Cold milkshake and warm coffee. Yum. It'll make my coffee feel warmer. Because it's mostly cold. Oh, that guy's moving over. Look at this. I love it. Let's hope it's like this all the way down. It says 13 minutes. So we did lose 1 minute of time, but we'll see. We'll see, Goog. The Goog. What's the Goog got to say about it? Hey, Google. School bus! I got a piece of advice for ya. I'm gonna throw you guys a couple of pieces of advice. Google. I fucking hate your logos, your icons. You know why? Because they all look the same, okay? So,
according to Wikipedia, typical American school bus is any type of bus owned, leased, contracted to, or operated by a school or school.
Oh damn, I said hey Google and now my phone is fucking talking to me. Oh, shut up. Which phone is talking to me? Be quiet. I'm trying to give you a piece. All your logos look the same. Yes, the shapes are slightly different, but you basically have a basic rainbow colored logo on white. They all look the same. People recognize things by their shape and their color. And if the colors are all the same on all the logos, it's hard for me at a very super fast glance, fuck Amazon, to determine which is which. So you got the calendar, you got the maps, you got the Gmail, you got the, everything looks the same. And I'm likely, if an icon's in the wrong place or a different place, to click on the wrong thing. It wastes my time. I like recognizing things by color and shape. Okay, so then you can switch it up a little. I understand you're trying to maintain like a consistent thing. But to be honest, it's really not the best. Why did you get in front of me? Oh, you're passing this slow Nissan. Usually it's a slow Honda. Slow Honda! Not today. Alright, alright. And let me give you another little piece of criticism, okay, for the retail world. If I order 10 items from Walmart, school bus, or Amazon, or anything like that, I usually get about 5 or 6 packages. Now, I understand you want to ship me all those products, and they might come from different locations. But for real, you can't do a little bit better than to send me like 5 or 6 different packages? It's ridiculous. And not only that, but you get like 1 bottle of nail polish in a box that would fit like 40 nail polishes in it. It's just a little bit much. Try, when I was working retail at Target in fulfillment, shipping out 1 bottle of nail polish in a, I know the size 5 was the smallest most Targets have, but it's just ridiculous. Can you get a smaller box? And can you get a poster tube for Christmas time for that 1 roll of wrapping paper? Do I really need to ship that in a 12 or whatever that box was? Oh, yeah. It's really rough. Y'all, and you know what? You could ship more things in the truck if you didn't have all those empty spaces in the boxes. Anyway. I'm all about efficiency, but, it's rough. I don't understand. understand these places. I feel like they could be doing better. I don't like this guy. Don't be offended if I call you a guy. This humana, that's human. What do you think of that? We haven't caught up our minute yet. Now I don't like this lane. Oh damn, brake lights. I'm moving over though. That I'm carrying. Maine. That was a long commute. Let's catch up to this flatbed. See what he's doing. Boards. You're carrying wood, your boards. What kind of boards are those on the left? Are those 2x4s? 2x3s? 4x4s? 4x4s. Oh, actually, they look more like 3x3s, but whatever. He's carrying the wood. Uh-oh, I don't like this lane. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh no, I see brake lights. No! Oh, I need to get in front of this white Nissan up here. Look at all that potential he's not using. Oh, come on, Toyota. Go, 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 remote. Oh, damn, come on now. No, why are you doing this to me? Alright, I'm getting out of here. 8:55. Oh, it's HOV only. Let me get out of this lane. It's HOV until what, 9? Shit. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm going up here behind Mr. Lexus. Oh, now I pissed off that lady and she's moving over. I wanted to move over there. I was going to move out of your way. You got impatient. Oh, damn. Here comes somebody else coming up fast. Let me get over now. Ya bobo. Bobo bonobo. Hey, do you know about bonobos? Bonobos. Look that up. B-O-N-O-B-O. You can add an S to it if you want to find out about more than one. Bonobos. Bonobos. Look up bonobos. This is the cool thing about bonobos. They basically look like a chimpanzee, but they're not chimpanzees. They're bonobos. It's a different species. Now, chimpanzees are a bit like humans. They like to murder. Well, they're, you know, they like to murder other critters to eat them, even other chimpanzees. Bonobos are more peaceful. You know what bonobos like to do? Bonobos like to have sex and masturbate all the time with everybody. They just have a party. They're just like, let's do it. It's sunny, let's do it. It's rainy, let's do it. It's morning, let's do it. It's nighttime, let's do it. They're just crazy. That's why when you're in school, you don't learn about bonobos. Because when you're like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, it's a little hard to show you a documentary about bonobos because they be bonobin. They be boning their bonobo buddies. Yeah, they're funny. Do the Goog. Say, hey Goog, you know what? Tell me what a bonobo is. Bonobo. Yeah, okay, I'm annoying, I know. I've been told. I've been informed. And you know what? I don't care. Yeah, we're getting on 370 just for a second. On 1000. Now we're not on it anymore, see? Okay, we're gonna pass these people. Whee! not putting on my brakes. Whee! So much fun. Alright, stump people. Tenley stump removal. Stump removal. Someone's giving a stump speech. That's what they get. Stump removal. Go Honda. Go Honda. Go Honda. You can do it. You can do it. Go. Oh, I see a school bus in my rearview mirror. Do you check your rear view? Do you look in your rearview mirror? Do you look in your side mirrors? Just check it out every now and then. You gotta know what's coming. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta be aware of what's around you. Alright, let's see if you get to see the school bus if it gets by us. Nope, because I'm gonna pull up to the light. This is great. This is great. Normally I'm way back. Okay, what are you doing, Mr. Trailer Puller? Go! I see you wanting the lane. That's right. Just take it. Here we are at Shady Grove Road. Shady Grove Road. Hear me scraping? Too bad. Shady Grove Road. Shady Grove Road. Then I'm gonna get on the metro and listen to some music. It's funny because it started out at 55 degrees this morning. Now it's at 73. And later today it's gonna be like in the 80s. With code orange air quality. So that's going to be like a 40-degree difference between this morning and later. Fahrenheit, of course. Here we go. That lady's on her phone. I'm gonna get in front of her. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I didn't know there was a Checkers right here. I never paid attention to that. I didn't know that. Oh, it's Friday. Dunkin' Donuts line is long as hell. I like the way people get donuts and bagels on Fridays. Get me a bagel. Ooh, those are some nice tires on that pickup truck, aren't they? Those are some nice tires. And some nice wheels. Mr. Dodge Ram Bighorn. Ooh. Let me see your big horn. Blow your big horn. I'm going, I don't care. Aren't these trees pretty? Isn't it nice that they plant trees in the median strip? Alright. We're almost there. And, oh damn. I don't think my phone knows where I'm going. What was that noise? Did somebody text me? Who loves me today? Let's see who loves me. Who texted me? Was it my hubby? Oh, we're not gonna be able to go. Was it my hubby? The other phone's being weird. Allah is making me wait. Allah's like, don't look at your phone. I'm not going to let it work for you. See, look. See how it won't open up Messenger? It's not working. It's like, nope. You're not supposed to be looking at your phone. Okay, I won't look at my phone then. still doing that. That's funny as hell. It just has the Messenger, Facebook Messenger logo in the middle. Meta my ass. It's fucking stupid. Did I curse too much this episode? I'm so sorry. I've been better about cursing, but sometimes you just got to. I guess I don't really have to, but you know. We got the little baseball cap and the little backpack, and we're walking to the metro today. Oh look, there's not very many people here. Oh damn, let me go park next to that Corvette and annoy the fuck out of him. Okay, just kidding. Alright. Oh boy. This is great. It's Friday. Nobody wants to go to work. Including me. Why would I want to go to work? Okay, let me tell you a trick. This is how I like to park. Okay, because some of these cars are close together. You see these two cars? This car right here, this Honda, and then on the left I have the Nissan. Now they're pretty close together, but I'm parking between their non-driver doors. I'm parking between passenger door and passenger door. So what I'm doing is I'm parking kind of close to the guy on my right. If he has a passenger or she has a passenger, they can just move up and let them in. And it gives me lots of space between me and the other passenger door to park, to open my door and not worry about getting dinged or dinging. All right, have a nice day. Bye-bye.